Hi guys, how we doing today? Okay, I don't do these kinds of videos very often, but since the subject was raised recently, I'm going to do a instructional mixing video for you. So, I have 200 milliliters of resin right here. This is 100 of part A and part B. You can see it's a mess inside. So, I have an electric mixer because I have not one but two bad shoulders, and mixing by hand would utterly destroy me. So this thing has two modes. It has clockwise and counterclockwise. So when I start mixing with this, I go one direction, which creates a downward vortex. So it pulls the top layer down into the bottom and mixes them all up. And then halfway through, I will switch directions to go the other way. Not that that really matters, but, you know, it's part of my process. So, we just start by getting everything nice and mixed up together. And as you mix, it gets cloudier and cloudier. And then it starts getting uncloudy as the two parts start really mixing together. So it's very important that you just keep your mixer going all the way around your mixing cup. Don't worry about the bubbles. So you need to make sure you're scraping along the sides. Getting all those pockets of one part or the other off the sides of the mixing cup. Okay, once you get to I've reached the point of good mixture, so now I'm going to reverse the process, and that will bring everything from the bottom up to the top. So what you're looking for once you go through the cloudy and back to the clear stages of mixing is you're looking for ribbons. You're looking for striations in the mixture that will indicate that you've got a pocket of unmixed resin. So keep scraping along the sides every once in a while. Keep rotating. Chill out. I just need to check if there's any ribbons. Alright, so give it a quick spin around. I don't see any ribbons. Oh, there we are. Right there at the side. There's a little ribbon of resin there. So, we keep mixing. Get all the way up to the surface. Make sure there's none sitting on the surface layer. Down along the bottom, into the corners. All right. I don't see any more ribbons. I think I'm good. Nope, there we are. You just gotta keep going. Give yourself, you know, between 3 and 5 minutes, depending on the volume of resin you've got. If you're dealing with, what's it called, deep pour, it's gonna take closer to 10 minutes to get a full mix. That trick loves to hide little pockets. Okay, I think I'm good now. All right, now that we're all mixed up and we don't know what to do, there we go. We're going to add our colorant. For this batch, I'm doing Ruby. Keep in mind the amount of colorant you add is going to affect the depth of your color. So if you want a nice deep color, just add more ink or dye or mica. Okay, a little bit of gold. A little bit of red. And you just give it a mix until everything is evenly distributed and you no longer see any pockets of color, of discoloration rather. There we go. Only takes a few seconds. Okay. Now earlier I said don't worry about the bubbles, even though bubble control is one of your biggest obstacles in this business. I say that because this is my clear mix that I already had mixed before I started recording. And as you can see, most of the large bubbles have already risen to the surface. That just gives me some micro bubbles that are barely visible down in the body, that are much easier to get rid of with a heat gun or an open flame or alcohol spray, whatever your chosen method of bubble control is. So these will go on my heat mat for a few minutes, which I have turned on. And by the time I'm ready to pour, there should be very little bubbles left within my resin mixture. So I hope that was a helpful video for you, and I will see you guys again real soon.